And so we've made it to California.
Hi, I'm Dylan, and this summer I'm going to every state in America. This is episode 3, where we'll be exploring California. In this video, we'll ride some alpine slides, explore Big Bear Village, have some terrible truck issues which will leave me stranded in California for a week straight in the town of Bakersfield. Also make some money to fix the truck, visit Yosemite Falls, as well as both the Capitol and Capitol building of California. And then we'll finish off the episode while visiting the Redwood Forest. This episode's gonna be our longest and most thrilling yet, so strap in.
We're here at Big Bear Lake. Specifically, we came to this coaster place. We're about to ride some alpine coasters, so sounds like a really great way to start off the California episode. We're gonna go explore after we go on a quick ride. So let's go do it.
This park is absolutely humongous and has a ton to offer. So let's go ride the alpine coaster. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this thrilling ride.
Oh shoot, what? What? Oh! Holy schmoly. Holy moly! Oh, it's fast. Oh, this is fast. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Woo! Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh! Full speed ahead! Oh! Oh! Woo! No brakes. Slow down. Ah.
Strangely enough, they force you to stop, but then the track takes your cart back up the hill to explore more of the mountain on a completely new portion of the track.
Oh shoot, round 2. Let's do it. Oh, look at that view. Look at that view. Oh my goodness. Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Woohoo! Oh, it's so fast. Oh! Through the forest. Oh, shoot! Oh! 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 Gosh! Woo! No brakes! No brakes! No brakes! Woo! Oh, we're taking the scenic route. We're taking the scenic route. Holy moly! Woo! Ah.
For only $20, this is well worth it.
That ride was honestly just as good as the one in Arizona. The views were a lot better though. I'm more of a fan of all the trees and the lake that I could see, so that was really cool. With this said, I know we've been staying at truck stops for the past few nights, but it's finally time to get a hotel. It's been a few days since we've actually had one, so I need a place to edit my videos, as well as a place to kind of plan out the route for California. So I decided to just kind of buy a lodge. So I found the cheapest lodge I could online, and I reserved myself a room. So the plan now is to go check into the room, and then we'll go explore the city. So, a lot of time to go look around Big Bear Lake. I'm very excited, so let's get going. And just like that, we have made it to the lodge for the night. Anyway, it's not really that late. It's literally only 4 right now. So for the next few hours, I'm gonna go explore, so let's get going.
After heading out from the lodge, I went down to go explore the downtown village of Big Bear Lake. Right off the bat, before even making the way into the village, I already found a ton of bear statues. This village is actually located up in the mountains, so there were tons of pine trees and good cold weather. But that's enough horsing around. Let's go explore this amazing village. Right after entering, I'm greeted by a ton of people and travelers listening to some live music. I also am able to find a ton of gift shops. I also found a ton of restaurants and places to buy ice cream. I expected the prices to be high, but things barely costed anything. There's also a beautiful lake view. I then make my way back to the downtown area, so bear with me while I go up these stairs. Most of the shops have a ton of tiny antique statues. So if you love wasting space and money, this is the best place to go. The prices are actually pretty clawsome. They also sell a bunch of dream catchers and handmade stuff. Handmade in China, of course. I then made my way to this area that had a ton of claw machines. Best place for children who have gambling addictions.
Because I know for a fact my mom's gonna watch this episode, I'm gonna play one claw machine for her. That's it. Boom. Easy, easy. Oh. Sorry, Mom. I did try.
After getting brutally scammed for my money, I then made my way to get some food. I got some fries and a burger, and then listened to some live music. I made sure to sing along with my mouth stuffed full of fries. I was screaming, dancing, and having an amazing time. With that said, the sun was going down, and I'm afraid of the dark, so I made my way back to the motel for a quick swim, hoping to wash away my day. After peeing in the pool several times, it was time to get some sleep. In the morning, it was time to pack my bags and pretend to walk out the door for the camera.
Alright, off we go.
I then said goodbye to Big Bear Lake one last time before it's time to hit the road. I didn't drive very long before I found a nice area to park and go on a quick hike. But before I went on the hike, I made sure to check out the Discovery Center. It had a ton of Smokey Bear merchandise, as well as a bunch of other merchandise to waste your money. I then started going down the trail, and that's when I realized I was born with an amazing gift. I'm able to turn a 10-minute hike into a 40-minute hike because of how slow and lazy I am. I make certain to set up a camera so I can pretend to walk past it for your guys' entertainment. After following the trail for what feels like hours, I make my way underneath the highway. I got out of there as soon as possible because I'm severely afraid of the dark. I then made my way through the forest, making sure to enjoy every view because this is California and a wildfire is bound to happen any day now. After what feels like months of hiking, I finally found my way to the destination, a beautiful beachfront.
For about half an hour. I'd say the views are rather worth it. The things I will do for an Instagram selfie.
After getting my selfie for Instagram, I make sure to set up the camera to record me walking all the way back to the truck.
Well, overall, I really like this park. The hiking trail was really cool and it led to this like remote, small little beach area, literally right on Big Bear Lake. And I really am enjoying all the pine trees and all the wooden lodges. I was born in Washington. I've lived in the desert for the past 5 years, so seeing all these trees again, it's almost as if I'm back in my element.
I'm in my element, back in my element. I'm in my element, back in my element. I'm in my element, back in my element. I'm in my element.
Unfortunately, all good things come to an end because my truck had a very terrible breakdown. So I pulled over as soon as possible.
Okay, little update. Completely broken down. Called the tow truck. They'll be in like 40 minutes, and then we'll figure the rest out from there.
Eventually, the tow truck driver came to pick me up, and he drove me about 50 minutes north to the nearest town. Hopefully, they would be able to help me fix up my truck.
And just like that, we got the truck dropped off at this automotive place. It's not open yet, but it will open in the morning. So, I got all my stuff on me. 2 bags. So I guess the plan, go find a place to sleep. In the morning, I'll come here when they open and see if they can fix up the truck, keep this journey going.
After walking through roughly a mile of homeless people, I finally found my way to a hotel for the night. And for only $120, which is a little bit expensive, I found this rather luxury resort with a beautiful walk-in shower. To get my mind off of this terrible truck breakdown, I decided to go to the gym and work off my rage. Enjoy this video of a really buff guy doing some pull-ups. After working off 4 bags of Doritos, it was finally time to hit the hay.
Good morning. Day 2 of being stranded in California. Right now I'm headed down to the place where I parked the truck, right next to the auto shop. So I guess the plan is to go down there and then see if they can fix it up. I assume it'll take a few days, but I'll get more information once I get there, obviously. Just for right now, let's walk on down there, and once we get there, we'll figure the rest out.
The town of Bakersfield is actually rather beautiful, other than all the homeless. With this said, we quickly made our way down to the automotive shop and got that thing into the shop. They quickly lifted this beautiful truck up and realized that there were a lot of problems. I needed a whole new transmission system, and it looked like I would be stuck in Bakersfield for the next week. And it would cost me about $5,000, so go check out the GoFundMe. Anyway, I had to make some money while in this town, so here's the plan. Goal 1 is to get a bike. That way I could traverse the city a lot faster. Make as much money as possible.
Starbucks. Now, I was trying to look around for shops I could buy a bike from, a really cheap bike, but pretty much everything is closed till 10 in the morning, so I'll go back to the hotel, edit my video, and then after that we'll go continue looking for a bike to buy. Okay, so a little update. One of my main goals was to acquire a bike, add that to my inventory, and I found a really, really cool guy. I told him about my trip and he was super supportive about it. So he literally made a bike, and he's actually planning on selling it to me at an insane discount just because he's super supportive of the idea of crossing the country and super nice guy. But I go talk with him and actually purchase the bike. Like for what it is, it's not expensive at all. Like what he's charging me, it's very more than reasonable. Very, very gracious of him. So I'm gonna go meet up, maybe get some footage and get myself a bike, which will make traveling a lot easier because heavy backpack. So be nice to cruise around. That said, we're almost there, so let's head in and grab a bike. I'm here with Jeff. He's the one who sold me a bike at a really big discount, thanks. And could you give just a quick overview of like what the bike is made out of, what you did to this thing?
It's I found it a while ago. It's a 1992 Cannondale.
Gotcha.
Retro bike. It's got some good stuff on it. But yeah, no, it's just got old Italian Campanello components on it. I took the drop bars off and just made it more comfortable with these straight handlebars.
Gotcha.
They call it a Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I don't know who came up with that.
Yeah.
I always wanted to find an old bike like this and do that. So it's comfortable.
What was the year on it, you said?
I think it's a 92, either 92 or 93.
Which is awesome.
I graduated from high school in 92. So.
Awesome. And then you were talking about how you also make bikes for the church. Could you tell us a
Well,
little
yeah,
bit about that?
just our youth group. We,
Gotcha.
they have young men's camps.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And so I try to service the bikes. I'm a very amateur mechanic.
I mean,
kind of a hack.
You made this. It looks
Well,
good.
but I always go to the bike shops later on and make sure I did it right.
Gotcha.
Like I come in here at this bike shop.
And I mean, they know you very well.
Yeah, and so they know my stuff that I bring in, and I'll be like, hey man, I just want to make sure I got this
everything
right.
right,
And
yeah.
then they'll tune it up, make sure it's good.
Cool.
Or they'll tell me that I really messed up. And they'll fix it up for me.
Gotcha.
And they're always really good to me about that. And then, yeah, these are just friction shifters here, so they're not going to click. This one right here controls this top ring, makes it. Right now it's on the lower ring.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry too much about this side. This side right here is for the rear derailleur.
Gotcha.
And when you shift, you just bring it back and forth. Then it'll clank and clunk and
Yeah, but it'll work.
and then you'll get used to finding. You'll get used to finessing it. I haven't used a friction shifter in a long time. Like I said, it's old school.
It's old school, yeah.
And so these are brand new though. To be a drop bar. They used to be on the handlebar.
Yeah.
So they're just brakes here.
Gotcha. Is there anything you want to shout out just about yourself? Instagram, Snapchat, anything?
No, I don't really have much social media
Okay,
stuff.
gotcha.
I'm just a guy trying to get through to retirement.
Cool. And
Say hi to my wife just in case.
all right, cool.
She loves this stuff.
After making a new friend and getting a new bike, it was time to traverse this town. At the end of the day, this town is pretty beautiful and has a ton to offer, so I took a lot of time to just kind of explore the town of Bakersfield. But after being stuck here for about a week, all this really cool stuff kind of gets old and all the problems start to shine through. More about that later. For now, let's find a place to sleep.
Running around for about an hour. I found a place to sleep tonight. I ended up going to Walmart to get a bike lock, and then I made my way to the motel. I'm a bit tired.
With that said, day one was a success. We completed goal 1 by getting a bike, and now it's time for goal 2. Make some money. Oh yeah, baby, let's go. So in the morning, we went downtown to Bakersfield and started looking for some places to make some money. But first, enjoy a few opening shots of this beautiful town.
I just stopped at a Dunkin' earlier today, and I had some breakfast. While I was there, I asked for a piece of paper and a marker, and I made this sign.
All done.
It's
pretty good. We got the bike locked up, bags all set. Time to make some money. This whole truck thing is gonna cost a lot, so in order to make some money, we bought some window washing equipment, and we're now gonna go wash the windows for some cash. I'll go business to business and just kind of ask and wish me luck.
With that said, we got off to an amazing start. The very first place I asked said yes, and I immediately started washing
Already found the
windows.
first place. I went inside and asked, and they said it was totally fine to wash their windows. So I told them, that's pretty much what I told them. I told them I do it for free, and if you guys think that I deserve some money, then that would be much appreciated. And they said 100%. So let's wipe this thing down, eh? Oh yeah, look at how dirty that is. It's all gone. 100%.
I went and did the windows, and I told them, I paid whatever, however little, however much, anything helps, and this is what they gave me. $40.
40 buckaroos is an amazing start, but I then went around the town hustling at every opportunity and quickly started growing my secret stash of cash. Bakersfield quickly knew me as the Mr. Krabs of America. People all around the place started hearing about my amazing trip to every state, and a few people actually offered me a little bit of cash to help out, which shows just how amazing of a community Bakersfield has. I then continued buying some more window washing fluid and washed some even more windows. Soon I found some more odd jobs. One thing I did was I actually installed this dash camera. A very kind lady actually paid me $50 to do this, which is honestly really good. I then spent the next few days continuously trying to find more and more odd jobs and ended up getting a total of $243. While this is very good, I hustled really hard to get this, and after a while I started to grow very tired. And the problems of Bakersfield very slowly started to seep in. You see, Bakersfield has a very big homeless problem and a lot of police activity. But if you're able to overlook that, a lot of the sights are rather beautiful, and the community here is honestly pretty amazing. I met a lot of really cool people along the way, and at the end of the day, I'm kind of happy that this happened and I was able to take my time and just enjoy a town like this. With that said, Bakersfield does have some problems, but I would overall rate this amazing town a 7 out of 10. Now, would I come back one day? Maybe, just to visit a few people. With that said, I was here for an entire week, and it was finally time to get the truck back and get the heck out of there. I can't wait to leave.
It took a week, but she's done.
Woo. Just like that, we're back in business, baby. Woohoo!
I then stretched my driving foot and made my way down to Yosemite National Park. After just a few hours of driving, I finally made my way up into the mountains and very slowly came up on the Yosemite National Park. After showing them my pass, they let me in, and driving next to all these rocks and beautiful trees and rivers was absolutely breathtaking. Soon I found a place to park and was able to spectate the Yosemite Falls. I quickly jumped onto my bike and rode down the front of this beautiful waterfall. After spending a full day in Yosemite National Park, it was finally time to make my way to a place to sleep for the night. So I drove a few hours north to a truck stop, and while truck stops might not be the most comfortable, they are quite frankly the cheapest way of sleeping, so I enjoyed it quite a lot. My bank account enjoyed it even more. With that said, in the morning we drove down to Sacramento.
And just like that, we made it to Sacramento, the capital of California. I wasn't even planning on coming here, I was just kind of passing through and I was like, wait a minute, that's Sacramento. I better stop. I said, I got the bike out. I'm bringing Mr. Bigfoot with me, of course. He's all tied down, don't worry, he won't fall off, I hope. Let's go explore the city.
I very much enjoyed biking through all these really nice parks and through all the buildings. It was rather calming. With that said, we didn't have to ride very far before we finally ran into the Capitol building. This is the Capitol building for Sacramento and even California itself. So here it is. Soon we snuck our way into the Capitol building. Just kidding. This is actually open to the public and completely free. Since Cheapskate is my middle name, I very quickly ran in there as soon as I heard that it was free. I explored these beautiful halls and beautiful paintings and was very excited to visit the Capitol building of Sacramento. It was like being in a miniature version of the White House. I really enjoyed this beautiful dome area. I made sure to sit here for a while and enjoy this beautiful view of the skylight. The tour groups kinda looked at me funny because I was sitting on the ground, but whatever. I soon made my way to the basement of the Capitol building and actually found an amazing statue of Colonel Sanders. Now I'm a big fan of Whataburger, so seeing Colonel Sanders' statue is honestly really cool. Not quite sure why they put a statue here though. They also had a really nice lounge here in the basement. I made sure to sit here for a while and steal their Wi-Fi. After that, I made my way back to the streets and finally found the Golden Gate Bridge. I've wanted to come here for years, so it's great to finally see it in person. It looks a little bit different than all the photos, but whatever. I then made my way to this old town here in Sacramento. It's called Old Town Sacramento. Riding my bike through here was pretty awesome. I felt kind of like a cowboy riding a metal horse, going on an adventure to fight evil and take a bunch of really cool Instagram selfies along the way. I also found this rail yard with a ton of really old railroads. I also decided to go explore this beautiful old town Sacramento. It had a lot to offer, from first the train station, which was honestly pretty beautiful. So I decided to stay at the train station for about 35 minutes, just kind of enjoying this beautiful view of this old railway. After that, I decided to go hit some of the shops. They had this saltwater taffy place, as well as a ton of shops to buy costumes, and a bunch of really weird hippie stuff, as well as a ton of really cool pirate costumes and swords. This is a pretty cool place to go during Halloween. They also have a Disney section, so if you want to impersonate an underpaid Disney staff member, you can buy your knockoff Disney costumes here, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Anyway, after exploring around, it's finally time to go back to the truck, because being away from air conditioning this long is like being a fish out of water. So enjoy as I ride under this beautiful sketchy bridge.
Overall, Sacramento is beautiful. I kind of avoided all the major cities when coming to California. I avoided Los Angeles, the Anaheim, San Francisco. I avoided most of that. I said to stop, and I'm very, very glad I did. At first I thought it's a city, I'm not gonna like it as much, but it's a beautiful city. The Old Town Sacramento area is beautiful. As far as biking goes, biking throughout the town was awesome. I'm really glad I have the bike with me now, because biking around, zipping around, I saw a lot of the city. Once again, Sacramento, beautiful. All right, let's get going.
Well, that was enough city for me. I decided to make my way down to a campsite area to enjoy the outdoors, play a little bit of frisbee golf, and even go inside of a lake. So let's make our way down to the campsite.
The tree, the tree. First one, not even too far. I don't miss this close. Yes, sir. Alright. It's gonna come back. And right over there.
After playing some disc golf, it was finally time to get into the lake.
Alright. Yeah, let's hop on in the water a little bit. this water is. I should probably jump in and find out. Ah, just kidding. I'm not that stupid. Whee! Beautiful day out here on the water.
After visiting the lake, I decided to Google how deep it was, and apparently it was 72 feet deep, so yeah. Apparently I was floating over Mariana's Trench. Kind of scary in hindsight, especially since this is a $25 raft from Walmart.
Is this a bathroom on the lake? There's no way. There's no way. Of course I want to get on it. Hold on. Throw myself on. Oh, shoot. Not the boat. Not the boat. It's drifting away. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Ah. Oh, shoot. Oh. Oh. Come on, floating restaurant. Really, it's usable, but just simply jump. Oh, shit. Land ho, ladies and gentlemen, land ho. We're almost there. Reeling her in, ever so gently now. And then just like that, we've reached land. Oh shoot. And we reached land. Oh shoot.
Well, I've now swam in 72 feet of water. Anyway, I decided to go to a truck stop for the night. I actually ended up paying about $15 for a shower for the night, because I kind of wanted to get all the lake water off of me. I forgot that I made this video, but apparently I was really excited to have a shower. Anyway, in the morning it was time to go to the final destination of this trip, the Redwood National Forest. A lot of videos these days are really quickly edited for fast-paced content to constantly keep your attention. But I feel it's kind of important to sit back and watch these longer videos. So just enjoy the soothing music and sounds of me driving through these beautiful cloudy mountains, as it's not every day you get to see views like this. So please enjoy. It wasn't long until I finally made it to the Redwoods. I decided to hike around a bit and just kind of explore all the different trails. I had a lot of fun walking and running around these really cool pathways. While in the redwoods, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to play some disc golf. I then explored more of the redwoods and saw all that there was to see.
Tell me why I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park. This is crazy.
Overall, the redwoods were pretty neat. The trees were almost as big as my ego, and soon it was time to get going up the coast up to Oregon. So, that concludes our amazing California episode. This was our longest episode yet, so if you managed to stay till the end, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned because we will be going to every state in America. It might take a little longer than expected, but rest assured we will get there. Later, adventurers.